Hello students, welcome to Well Explained. Today I am here with lecture 2, chapter 8, Soil, class 7, Science. Students, in my previous lecture we talked about what is soil, its importance, soil profile, how soil is formed and what is the composition of soil. So here is the concluding part of the chapter. We'll start with the properties of soil. Soil have different properties which are as follows. Number one is the absorption. The ability of a particular type of soil to absorb and retain water is called water holding capacity of soil, and this you may observe by taking the different soil samples. Suppose you take sandy soil, you take clay soil and loamy soil, and in all the three you just pour water. You will see that in sandy soil the water will all water will go out. It will not able to retain water or absorb water. Whereas in clay soil, very less water gets inside the soil, whereas loam absorb proper amount of water. The second property of soil is moisture. What is moisture? It is the amount of water present in the soil. Since different soil have different water holding capacity, amount of moisture present is also different in different types of soil. The soil which can absorb more water will have more moisture, and the soil in which the water does not retain, then it will have less moisture. The third property is percolation. This means the movement of water through the soil. Percolation rate is the rate or speed at which the water passes through the soil. The soil having a high water holding capacity will have less percolation rate and vice versa, means जिसमें water holding capacity ज़्यादा होगी. जैसे मैंने बताया अभी clay soil में जब 3 सैंपल आप लेंगे clay soil का, loamy soil और sandy soil का, clay soil में जब आप water डालेंगे, water will not pass through the particles of the clay soil because they are very fine. तो water holding capacity उनकी ज़्यादा है, तो less percolation rate होगा, means water movement कम होगा. Vice versa means in sandy soil water holding capacity is less, so पानी retain नहीं कर पाती है वो soil, तो इसका मतलब percolation rate ज़्यादा होगा क्योंकि soil particles होते हैं उसमें बहुत space होती है and the water flows easily. The next property is texture. This means appearance and it depends on the particles size of soil, means size of the particles. Different soils have different textures, means soil is जो sandy soil जो होती है उसके अगर आप texture देखें तो it is gritty, means आप उसको छुएंगे तो coarse बहुत rough होता है, जबकि clay soil के क्योंकि particles बहुत fine होते हैं तो it has a very smooth texture. The next property of soil is color. Due to the presence of different minerals and nutrients, soil are of different colors. For example, black soil is black in color due to the presence of more humus, calcium, magnesium, aluminium, etc. Whereas red soil is red in color due to the presence of iron. So, according to the type of mineral and nutrients present in the soil, they are of different colors. Now the pH of the soil. pH is the concentration of hydrogen ion. The soil have different pH depending on their acidic, basic or neutral nature, and based on this different crops are grown in soil having different pH. The next property of soil is air content. As we know, the soil is made of different kind of particles, so these may be loosely bound or tightly bound. If particles are tightly bound, it will have less air, and if the particles are loosely bound, it will have more air. Now the types of soil. Soils are classified into different types on the basis of water absorbing capacity and size of the particles present. And based on these, There are three types of soil: sandy soil, clayey soil, and loamy soil. And one more soil is there, that is silty soil. Coming to sandy soil, these are the characteristics of sandy soil. It has big particles that have large spaces between them. You all must have seen sand. The sand which is present in the deserts or the sand near the seashore. Beaches पर sand होती है, and near the rivers also you can see sand. The particles are big and have large spaces between them. The space between particles is filled with air. Therefore, it is called as well aerated soil. Because of large space between particles, it is unable to hold much water. Hence, it is dry in nature. क्योंकि large space होती है तो percolation rate बहुत high होता है. जितना भी आप उसमें water डालेंगे, पानी डालेंगे, वो सारा बह जाता है. That is why it is dry in nature. It lacks much nutrients, therefore it does not support diverse plant growth. Plants grow in these sandy soils, but not diverse, means variety of plants are not found here because the nutrients are lacking in this soil. It is mainly found in deserts and marshy areas. Now the next is the clayey soil. It consists of fine particles which have very less space between them. Since particles have very less space between them, it is not well aerated. Okay, this soil is opposite of the sandy soil. The tiny gaps between the particles do not allow the water to pass through them, so this soil has greater water retention capacity. As it can hold water, it is suitable for the growth of different types of crops. Clear to all of you? Now the third is loamy soil. Loamy soil is an intermediate between sandy soil and clay soil. It consists of large and fine particles of sand, silt and clay respectively. It can hold water in appropriate amount, means na zyada na kam. Therefore supports the growth of the plants, and this soil is the most fertile soil, and it is also called as agricultural soil because of its fertility and good texture. It contains good amount of calcium and appropriate pH level. That is the best soil for the growth of crops and plants is the loamy soil. Next is the silt soil. Particle size smaller than sandy but larger than clay soil. It is just like of loamy, but it is formed by the deposition in riverbeds. It can hold water to some extent because of its fine quality. Now soil and crops. The kind of minerals present in the soil, the pH of the soil and the humus are the factors that play an important role in the growth of plants or crops. Means किस तरीके के plants किसी particular type of soil में grow करेंगे, किस पर depend करता है? The kinds of minerals present in the soil, number 1. Number 2, the pH of the soil. And number 3 is the humus. The Indian Council of Agricultural Research ICAR has identified the following types of soil. Number 1 is the alluvial soil. This soil is rich in nutrients and may contain metallic ores. This is found in the regions having streams and rivers. This soil is light to dark in color and is rich in potash and humus. Crops grown in this soil are rice, sugarcane, cotton, jute and wheat. Now coming to number 2, that is black soil. This is also called black cotton soil. You must have heard that cotton grows in the black soil. It is dark grey to black in color and rich in calcium, magnesium, carbonate and aluminium. The crops grown in this soil are cotton, sugarcane, groundnut, rice, wheat and oilseeds. Now the third type of soil is red soil. This type of soil is sandier and less clayey. It is slightly acidic and does not retain moisture. Red soil, as the name red soil, it is rich in iron and has less amount of humus. The crops grown in this soil are ragi, groundnut, millet, tobacco, potato, rice, wheat and sugarcane. The fourth number of soil according to ICAR, that is Indian Council of Agricultural Research, is laterite soil. The word laterite has come from a Latin word meaning brick. This soil is brown to yellowish in color. This soil is rich in iron and aluminium and is used as a building material. The crops grown in laterite soil are coffee, cashew nut, rubber and coconut. Number 5 is the desert soil. It is porous and coarse, means it has pores, because this desert soil is sandy soil and the sandy soil have large particle size. It is gritty in texture. It has 95% sand and 5% clay. This soil is rich in nitrates and phosphates. Drought-resistant crops such as millets, barley, cactus and dates are grown in desert soil. ड्राउट रेजिस्टेंस, ड्राउट मीन्स सूखा. अगर पानी की कमी हो जाती है, बारिश कम होती है, तो कौन सी क्रॉप्स इसमें ग्रो कर सकते हैं? मिलेट्स, बार्ली, कैक्टस एंड डेट्स. Now the sixth type of soil is mountain soil. It is mainly found on hill slopes and mountains. It is formed by the deposition of organic matter. It is rich in humus. Crops grown in mountain soil are tea, coffee, spices and tropical fruits. Under good management practices, this soil can be used for growing a variety of agricultural, horticultural and plantation crops which can benefit the country's economy. Now coming to the next topic, soil erosion. What is soil erosion? The removal of the top layer of the soil by the action of moving water, wind, etc. is called soil erosion. It takes away the top fertile layer of soil, making the soil infertile and unsuitable for plant growth. Means अगर बहुत तेज हवा चल रही है या पानी बह रहा है, तो क्या होता है कि जो सॉइल की जो टॉपमोस्ट लेयर है, वी नो द टॉपमोस्ट लेयर इज द फर्टाइल लेयर व्हिच इज फुल ऑफ ह्यूमस, तो वो जो होती है साथ में पानी के या हवा के चली जाती है. तो दिस इज नोन एज soil erosion. Now, what are the causes of soil erosion? Number 1, the loss of protective vegetation through deforestation. Deforestation means cutting down of trees. Overgrazing, overgrazing means जो जानवरों को वहाँ पर चराने के लिए लेकर जाते हैं, ग्रेज कराने के लिए. Plowing means it's a step in agricultural practices. And forest fire, जो जंगलों में आग लग जाती है. Because of all these reasons, these make the soil susceptible to being swept away by the strong wind and running water. अब deforestation means अगर आप पेड़ काट देंगे, आपको पता है पेड़ों की जो जड़ होती है, रूट्स जो होती है, वो सॉइल पार्टिकल्स को बाइंड करके रखती है. बाइंड करके मीन्स जकड़ के रखती है. अगर वो पेड़ ही नहीं होंगे तो क्या होगा? दिस सॉइल विल बी एक्सपोज टू द फैक्टर्स लाइक wind and water and the topmost layer will be blown away. Now second is inappropriate farming techniques such as plowing the land 2-3 times a year. Plowing means tilling the land, means जो हम हल चलाते हैं जिसमें क्या होता है कि सॉइल जो हो जाती है वो लूज हो जाती है. जब वो लूज हो जाती है तो जरा सी भी हवा चलेगी या पानी बहेगा तो साथ में बह जाएगी. The inappropriate farming techniques such as plowing the land 2-3 times a year to produce annual crops can lead to soil erosion. Number 3 cause is over-cultivation of crops and overgrazing by animals, which can cause the soil to lose its structure and binding capacity, which makes it easier to erode. अब over-cultivation of crop means ज़्यादा हम crops cultivate कर रहे हैं, एक फील्ड में 2 से 3 क्रॉप लगा रहे हैं एक साल में, या जो एनिमल्स है उस पर ओवर ग्रेजिंग कर रहे हैं, मतलब उसी लैंड पर बार बार ही ग्रेज करने के लिए, चराने के लिए लेकर आ रहे हैं. तो उससे क्या होता है, जो सॉइल की जो बाइंडिंग कैपेसिटी है वो कम हो जाती है एंड इरोजन के चांसेस बढ़ जाते हैं. Once the nutrient rich topsoil is washed away, only few plants can survive and grow in the soil and the land becomes desert-like. This process of loss of vegetation and soil is called as desertification. Desertification is the process of the formation of deserts. और deserts कब बनेंगे? जब plants कम होंगे. Plants कब होंगे? जब soil की fertility कम हो जाएगी. Soil की fertility कब कम होगी? जब उसकी जो टॉप फर्टाइल लेयर है वो हवा या पानी के साथ बह जाएगी। क्लियर टू ऑल ऑफ यू? ना प्रिवेंशन ऑफ सॉइल इरोजन। अब हम इस सॉइल इरोजन को कैसे प्रिवेंट कर सकते हैं? Prevention of soil erosion is of utmost importance, as if there is no soil, no plant can be grown, and if there will be no plants, then no life can survive on this earth. The soil is very important. So we should few practice few measures that can be taken to prevent soil erosion. Number one is intensive cropping. If the fields remain covered with crops, their topsoil will not be exposed to wind and rains, thereby preventing soil erosion. Intensive cropping means crops field में हर वक्त लगी हुई है. अगर plant लगे हुए हैं तो जो soil है it will not be exposed to wind and rains. So soil erosion can be prevented. Next is terrace farming. This is practiced mainly in hilly areas. Slopes are divided into number of flat fields to slow down the flow of water. As we know, in hilly areas it is very slopy. तो जरा सा भी पानी बहेगा तो साथ में टॉप सॉइल लेकर वो आ जाएगा नीचे. तो टेरेस फार्मिंग की जाती है. स्लोप्स बनाए जाते हैं फ्लैट फील्ड्स के. जो स्लोप्स जो होते हैं वो फ्लैट फील्ड. आप कभी पहाड़ों पर गए होंगे तो आपने देखा होगा वहां पे स्टेप फार्मिंग एंड टेरेस फार्मिंग. स्टेप में सीढ़ी नुमा खेत बनाए जाते हैं. टेरेस में छत जैसे थोड़ा सा ज्यादा एरिया होता है. Now third is the contour farming. In this small embankments, burns, dikes are raised on the edges of fields to prevent loss of topsoil through wind or water. Means field के चारों तरफ छोटे छोटे बांध बना दिए जाते हैं या मिट्टी से जैसे कहते हैं मेड़ चढ़ा देते हैं. एम्बैंकमेंट्स होते हैं so that जब हम खेत में या अपने फील्ड में पानी लगाएंगे तो वो पानी बहेगा नहीं. जब पानी नहीं बहेगा तो अपने साथ में वो मिट्टी भी बहा के नहीं ले जाएगा. Now next is the windbreaks. Rows of trees and shrubs are planted at right angles to the prevailing wind flow to check erosion of soil by wind. तो windbreaks में क्या करते हैं? Trees और shrubs बहुत लगाते हैं. वो इस तरीके से लगाते हैं कि जो डायरेक्शन ऑफ विंड होता है उसके राइट एंगल्स पे. और जब हवा बहेगी तो जो ये पेड़ होते हैं they act as the windbreaks means विंड की स्पीड को कम कर देते हैं जिससे कि soil erosion ना हो. Next is proper drainage canals around the fields. This method involves the removal of excess water through small drainage canals formed around the fields. ये छोटे छोटे canals बना दिए जाते हैं जिससे कि जो excess water है field का वो निकाल दिया जाए. Sixth one is making strong embankments along the river banks. That is formation of strong embankments of stones or sandbags etc. on both the sides of river, particularly in erosion prone areas. Means जहाँ पर बहुत ज़्यादा erosion होता है तो rivers के दोनों side पे embankments of stones means या तो पत्थर लगा के बनाते हैं या sandbags means रेत भर के bags में उनके stacks लगा देते हैं. This will also check erosion due to moving river water. Now soil pollution. What is soil pollution? Pollution means anything unwanted which is present in any place. Here it is soil pollution, so that unwanted thing is present in the soil. The soil pollution is the presence of unwanted substances in the soil that can be harmful for all living beings. Now, what are the causes of soil pollution? Excessive use of fertilizers, pesticides and insecticides are the major contributors to soil pollution. क्यों? क्योंकि we know our population is increasing day by day. We need more food for them. So for having our yield more, we are using fertilizers, pesticides to kill the pest and insecticides to kill the insects which harm our crops. They all lead to the soil pollution because they all are chemicals, artificially prepared, they are non-biodegradable, they contribute to the soil pollution. Solid waste which includes human excreta, fruits and vegetable peels, Plastics and metal objects, etc., which come from homes, cattle sheds, agricultural fields also contribute to soil pollution. So all these also they are they play a major role in the pollution of the soil. Acid rains caused due to pollution in air also causes soil pollution. We know acid rains when the air gets polluted and rain falls, the water in the water, all these gases, carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxide, they all mix with the water and form acids. Now coming to the prevention of soil pollution. To prevent soil pollution, we must follow these steps. Farmers should be encouraged to use biofertilizers, biopesticides and fungicides. Bio means which is related to life, which is biodegradable. Instead of using chemical fertilizers, we should use biofertilizers such as compost and manures. We should avoid the use of harmful chemicals. That means chemicals which are artificially synthesized fertilizers, pesticides, insecticides, weedicides, fungicides. We should not use them. We should avoid their use. Then afforestation should be practiced. More and more trees should be planted. Fourth, we should decrease the production of waste by following the 4 R's, that is reduce, reuse, recycle and refuse. You must have studied in your previous classes about these 4 R's. Now this is the end of the chapter 8, soil. We'll soon meet with the next video for a new chapter for you students. But don't forget to subscribe my channel and press the bell icon so that whenever I will upload a video, you will get notification. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.